James will decided this lovely champagne from Bruno Paillard. It is Rosé Premier Cuvée. Stay tuned for this review. So I love champagne, and for me, when I have champagne, I'm very happy. And even if I'm not happy, I'm gonna have champagne anyway to show that life is amazing and wonderful. And I think this wine is outstanding. I love the bottle shape. The silhouette is amazing. Look at this. Look at the silhouette, it's fantastic. It has this very skinny neck here and elongated and to a very spectacular presentation. Also about this bottle is a clear bottle. So let me show you the label first. Champagne Bruno Paillard. I have met, of course, Bruno Paillard on a visit to Rennes, France in Champagne in 2016, and his lovely daughter, Alice Paillard. Fantastic, wonderful experience, wonderful people. Here's a back label. Now, this is Extra Brut. I love Extra Brut, and in a rosé, it is dynamic and wonderful because I think it's really to show the expressiveness of the Pinot Noir and without the additional sugar to showcase it. It's actually showcased just fine as it is as an Extra Brut wine. So this is a 12% ABV wine. Extra Brut meaning it's 6 grams per liter. And on this glass here, you're gonna see UV sensitive, protect from light. That is, if you get this wine bottle, definitely it's beautiful to showcase and it's okay in this setting, right? Because I'm pouring it, I'm serving the wine right now. But if you're gonna buy this wine and store it for a little while, put it in a dark place because your wine will thank you later. I think the elegance and beauty of it is just the absolute splendid packaging. But the packaging does not reflect necessarily how the wine's gonna taste. So this wine is spectacular because, first of all, it's having 25 different vintages, multi-vintage, and it's dating to 1985. I remember that year. And I think it's a fantastic year in my opinion. But for me, I think that's the beauty and harmony of Champagne. It is the elegance and the approachability. I think this wine is generally I've seen in the United States between say $60 and $70. So we have RM, which is Récoltant Manipulant wines. That is, the grower is the producer of the wine itself. And you also have Negociant Manipulant. You also have cooperatives in Champagne as well. But I think it's also to make a note of that it's not a bad thing to see an NM. It's a positive thing. Characterizations of what you want in your wine. For me, I think the elegance of this wine is its beauty in this dominant Pinot Noir wine with a Tetra Chardonnay. Very low dosage, I think comes out to create a fantastic, gorgeous wine that is expressive and elegant, and the pink salmon colorization is one that is to be prized and looked towards. So when you're going to serve this wine, do yourself a favor, serve this in a tulip-shaped glass. This is not a flute because a flute would be much skinnier. The reason to do so is very simple. Without an intense swirling of this glass, you can really smell this wine for what it is in terms of its capture of notes. And for me, it's just exquisite. And you still get the bubble action, so you get the best of both worlds. I used to serve this in a burgundy glass, which I don't any longer do that. I do have a variety of tulip glasses I've been experimenting. And so for me, this is a really nice wine glass. Inexpensive, actually. I do have very expensive to inexpensive, but you can find these out there. I did a review. This is this Cala from Crate Barrel in the United States. But back to the wine, I think this is really when I think about wines, I think people think in terms of fear about drinking wine. So instead of being fearful of wine, we should actually be reverent to wine. That is, you can buy this wine again if you wanted to. So I think that's the beauty of it, is that you don't have to worry. I think there's that fear. If you taste this wine, you're never going to get it back again. And part of that has been because I think a lot of people have had that desire to make that wine special, or that you can only taste this 1985 wine if you got another bottle. Well, that's fine, but I think, we should think about the promise of the future and great wines to have. And so when I taste a wine like this is an affordable, elegant, beautiful wine you can taste again and again. So here's the notes on this wine. First of all, the point score. This is 95 points out of 100 points. So this is completely approachable, elegant, beautiful, and a lyrical wine. So first ascent characterization. On this wine, I'm getting a characterization of mountain strawberries. So those really wonderful strawberries that I think are just absolutely, teeny tiny. You're gonna see them throughout Europe, of course, and you will see them here in the United States, of course, not as often as you do see the field strawberries, but that's really the evident note here, as well as moistened granite, a bit of white flowers biscuit. and pine nut. So the pine nut to me represents a bit of sweetness, kiss of sweetness, but also earthiness. So here we go with the palate characterization of this wine. Superbly dry. It's really capturing the essence of mountain strawberry, a bit of cherry notes in this as well, red cherry, crushed oyster shell. So when I use the term crushed oyster shell, I'm really referring to a bit of salinity in the wine, which I think is really elegant and beautiful and gorgeous, and it makes me think of oysters to pair with this wine. A bit of flowers and a bit of beeswax. And again, the beeswax note is to signify an earthiness to the wine. So you get the freshness of the wine, the creaminess of the wine, but also it comes back to that centering point of minerality and earth, and I think it's really beautiful. Thank you for watching. I'll put more information on the producer down below. Seek them out. Their wines are available throughout most of the United States, and I think they're completely elegant, approachable, and very, very high quality wines. Thank you again. Let's stay connected. I'm on a variety of social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm on WordPress and LinkedIn. So thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. And do me one more favor, give a like. The like button's down below. Subscribe button's right up here. Thank you very much for watching today. Stay tuned for more. Santé.